Hello everyone, I'm Harvey and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. As you can see, I finished 4th overall and 1st in England in the 2021 season in FPL, and I would like to share some tips and tricks to help you along your FPL journey. Let's dive straight into it. So in game week 27 I scored 56 points, which was 3 above the average. So another average game week really. Alisson, Gabriel, Trent, Salah, Mbeumo, Eze and Mateta all returned, but no double digit hauls this week. So starting with Liverpool, so they kept a clean sheet against Newcastle, and their defence is just miraculous at the moment. 0.23 expected goals against, which is just unheard of really. And yeah, really happy to own those two. Trent again, as Bradley's still out, he's going to be nailed in that team, so he's not going anywhere. And obviously it's the same as Alisson in terms of their defensive numbers. Gabriel kept a clean sheet and got a 1 bonus. He was on 2 at one point, but for some reason FPL changed that, which yeah, I'm not a big fan of, but obviously I'm going to take the 7 points from him. Munoz actually returned as well. He got an assist, but obviously did concede. He got a yellow card and conceded as well, which meant he didn't get the clean sheet points, but I'm not going to complain about the 4-pointer. Obviously Semenyo got burnt, which was a bit disappointing as Kluivert came away with a 10-pointer. I did have the option of going for Kluivert back in game week 26, but I chose to ignore him, and in hindsight I probably should have gone for him, but that's hindsight for you. Mbeumo and Eze both got an assist. Mbeumo got the assist against Everton, which was a shot off the bar, and then Visser followed it up. Yeah, really happy to own him, and his numbers weren't great in that game, to be honest, but at the same time he's a penalty taker that plays 90 minutes, so he's not going anywhere. And Eze, again, happy to own him at the moment, and he popped up with an assist, so I'm not going to complain about that. His numbers are actually pretty decent at the moment, and I'm hoping that with Mateta out, he's on penalties against Ipswich, so maybe there might be a return or two against Ipswich in that fixture. But yeah, happy to own him. Salah got an assist. It could have been much more, although the numbers don't necessarily suggest that. But yeah, obviously a lot of people captain Salah, so yeah, I think I got away with that one. In terms of Palmer, he only got 3, which was just a clean sheet point, and obviously he played 90 minutes. Howie didn't get a return in that game. Just look at that, 1.4 expected goal involvements. I will not know how he didn't get a return in that game, but yeah, obviously in hindsight I would have captained Salah instead, but that's hindsight for you. Cunha obviously got a 2-pointer, and in midweek he actually got a red card in the 119th minute, I believe, which means that he's suspended until game week 31. So he might be a sell this week when I discuss my transfers. But then obviously Mateta got a goal and 2 bonus in that fixture against Villa, and if you had Glasner as the assistant manager, you're laughing because he got 20 points. So really happy with my Crystal Palace assets this week. And then obviously on the bench I only got 2 points in total, so Isak surprisingly didn't actually play against Liverpool, so that meant that Semenyo came on for me, which was 1 point gained, but I've seen a lot of other people have some bench jam, so yeah, obviously that's not the greatest scenario, but at the same time I'll take the point that comes off the bench. Obviously Nuri got a point against Fulham. Yeah, not expecting anything in the near future from him, but I will be playing him in some of these green fixtures coming up. So yeah, again, he's not gonna leave the team anytime soon. And then Hull is actually out for the season, so at some point I will need to remove him. But yeah, for now he's just going to be in the team and just sitting on the bench because I've got a little bit of money tied up in him. So if he goes down in price, it doesn't actually affect my selling price. So yeah, I actually bought him for 4.3 way back. So it turns out to be an investment, but yeah, eventually he will be sold for the likes of Guardiola or someone from Newcastle that's in the starting 11. So Livramento maybe if Trippier's not nailed in that team. But yeah, obviously that's a bridge that I've got across later. But yeah, for now, obviously 56 points, an average game week, and let's move on to my transfers. So this is the game week 28 team at the moment. Cunha is red flagged, so he will be leaving the team, even though he's back in game week 31. He's most likely leaving for Marmoush because I've got the exact money to upgrade to him from City. So I just like his attacking numbers at the moment, and yeah, he's actually on a few corners. Possibly if Haaland's not in the team, he might be on penalties as well. So I like the attacking threat from Marmoush. There is an opportunity for me to go to Wood, but again, I don't really want to boomerang Wood back into my team. So there's part of me that just wants to go a little bit risky and enjoy FPL. Maybe even Ilson from Bournemouth. He's back from injury now, so he's a consideration. But at the moment, I'll likely move on to Marmoush from Cunha. There hasn't been any major news with Mateta. As I discussed previously in this video, he will be back for 30, hopefully. And it was just an ear laceration, apparently. So yeah, it's not a long-term injury, and I'm surprised after seeing that tackle 3 or 4 times, and it just got worse every time. But yeah, he's not going to go anywhere because obviously I'm on free hit 29, so he will be back in the team after the 29. And then in terms of the rest of the team, obviously really happy with my Crystal Palace assets. Munoz and Eze. There's a plum fixture this week against Ipswich, and hopefully they'll get a few returns between them, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Southampton at home, there may be some rotation with Liverpool players, but again, I've got no other option apart from making Nuri on my bench. So yeah, if they don't play for whatever reason, I'll just have to roll with it. But yeah, I expect Kelleher to start instead of Alisson, but I'm going to hold out for the hope that he does actually start that fixture. Because he has in the past, he started the easier fixtures on paper, and I think Liverpool just want to get it wrapped up in terms of the Premier League. So hopefully he starts. If he doesn't, then I won't cry about it. But yeah, it's wishful thinking probably. Gabriel, Man United away, should be a green fixture on paper, but it's not. But yeah, hopefully he gets a clean sheet and maybe an attack and return in Maguire's absence, because he's been ruled out of that game. So yeah, there's for wishful thinking. Salah captain, obviously I'm not sure if he actually starts that fixture because of the rotation, but I'm willing to risk it and just not overthink the decision, because I think he either plays 70 or 80 minutes or doesn't play at all. So in the event that he doesn't play at all, obviously the vice captain in Palmer will be my captain. So yeah, that's kind of the way I'm predicting it. Obviously that could go horribly wrong, but I think most of the community is going for Salah this week, so why back against that? And Mbeumo, Villa at home. Villa have actually been struggling defensively recently, so hopefully he will get a return against them. Semenyo, Tottenham away. Again, Tottenham are one of the worst defences in the league at the moment, so maybe a return for him. But yeah, it's just, he's a yellow card magnet at the moment, and he doesn't get many returns, so maybe that was a mistake. But let's see after the Tottenham game in terms of whether he repays my faith. Isak has been ruled fit for that game against West Ham. I'm not sure if he actually starts that fixture, but then again, it's a similar situation with Salah really. I'm willing to risk it, and if he doesn't play, then I have got Aït-Nouri coming off the bench. Obviously Cunha will be Marmoush eventually, as I discussed previously. Mateta is ruled out of that fixture against Ipswich, so hopefully he's back for that Southampton one in 30. Aït-Nouri, again, he's my bench player. I've got a feeling that he might be used this week because one of my starting 11 players might not actually start or come on. So I'd have to wait and see what happens with that. And then obviously Lewis Hall, last on my bench, who's got an injury with his foot and is out for the season. So yeah, he will not be coming on unless there's some miraculous recovery that we're not aware of. But yeah, that's the team for this week, and hopefully we'll get another green arrow. Thank you for watching this episode. If you could please like, subscribe and comment on what I should do next, that would be great. See you in the next one.